Chosen ones, this needed to reach you before tomorrow. Listen very closely. Do not scroll away. If this message has found its way to your screen, it is not by algorithm, it is by divine appointment. The universe has a critical, time-sensitive download for you concerning the first week of October 2025. Most people will wake up on October 1st and see it as just another Wednesday, the start of another month. They will go about their lives, caught in the illusion of the mundane, completely unaware that the very fabric of reality is thinning, that a monumental moon portal is swinging open, and that for the souls who are awake for you, nothing will ever be the same again. This is not a prediction, it is an energetic forecast, a spiritual weather warning for a storm of light that is about to make landfall in your life. This week from October 1st to October 7th is not a sequence of days, it is a 7-step activation sequence, a sacred corridor in time designed to purge old timelines and initiate you into your next level of purpose. What happens in these 7 days will echo for the next decade of your life, which is why you absolutely must be prepared. This is the Libra Equinox Echo Portal, and its gates are opening now. The energy is already here, can you feel it? That subtle hum beneath the surface of everything, that quiet tension in the air, that feeling that you are standing on the precipice of a monumental change you can't quite name. That is the portal, recognizing your frequency. Before we walk through this sacred gateway day by day, you must first understand the fundamental principle at play. This isn't just about the moon's gravitational pull, this is quantum. This is about expectations versus reality on a soul level. The 3D world operates on the principle that what you expect is roughly what you get. But we are not in the 3D world anymore. The energies flooding the planet are 5D, and they operate on a higher law, the law of sacred surprise. The universe wants to bless you beyond your wildest expectations, but it can only do so if you create the space for it. This 7-day portal is a cosmic clearinghouse. Its primary function is to create a massive gap between your old limited expectations and a new divine reality that wants to be born through you. Every challenge, every emotional wave, every strange synchronicity this week is designed to break your attachment to how things are supposed to be, so that the universe can show you how glorious they can be. You are being asked to surrender your map, so you can be guided toward a hidden treasure. The mind will fight this. The ego will tell you it's chaos, that you're losing control, but your soul, your higher self knows the truth. You are not losing control. You are surrendering to a divine plan that is infinitely more intelligent than your own. This is the game within the game, and understanding this is the key to navigating the coming days with grace and power. Let us begin with the first day of this activation, October 1st, the threshold. The portal doesn't burst open, it breathes open. On this day the moon will be in steadfast karmic Capricorn, a sign of structure, discipline, and ancient debts. This is no coincidence. The universe is beginning this process by illuminating the very foundations of your life. The energy of October 1st is one of profound stillness and observation. You will be called to be quiet. You may feel an unusual urge to cancel plans, to be alone, to simply sit and stare out the window. Do not fight this. This is a divine instruction. Your spiritual team is asking you to power down the external noise, so you can hear the internal whispers. On this day you are standing at the threshold of the portal. It is a day for grounding. The primary task is to become intensely aware of the energetic structures you have built your life upon. Your beliefs about money, your patterns in relationships, your definition of success, your sense of self-worth. The Capricorn moon will act like an X-ray, revealing hairline fractures in these foundations. You might feel a sudden quiet sadness about a path not taken, or a flicker of resentment about a compromise you made long ago. Do not judge these feelings, simply observe them. They are not there to haunt you, they are there to be honored and released. This is the karmic inventory phase. The universe is showing you what baggage cannot come with you through the portal. A simple ritual for this day is to hold a stone from the earth, any stone, and pour all these observations into it. Thank it for its service, and then place it outside, returning it to the earth. You are signaling to the cosmos that you are ready to build anew. Pay close attention to your body. Any aches or pains, especially in the knees, back and teeth, the structures of the body, are physical manifestations of these old crumbling energetic structures. Breathe into them, thank them, and let them go. Then comes October 2nd, the unraveling. If October 1st was the silent inhalation, October 2nd is the beginning of the powerful exhale. The energy shifts dramatically. With the foundation now illuminated, the universe begins to gently pull on the threads of old karmic loops. This is a day of sacred echoes and synchronicities. You will feel as though your past is speaking to you. An old song will play on the radio with a message you finally understand. You will see a name or a sequence of numbers that connects to a person or time you thought you had forgotten. You may have a vivid dream of a childhood home or an old friend. Caution: the ego will interpret this as regression, as you being pulled backward. This is an illusion. You are not going backward. The universe is bringing these energetic signatures forward for a final healing review. It is asking, have you learned the lesson? You're ready to close this loop for good. For example, if you had a painful romantic betrayal, you may encounter a situation that mirrors that old feeling, not to betray you again, but to give you the chance to respond differently. Do you react with the old fear, suspicion and anger, or do you respond from your new higher frequency with compassion, firm boundaries and detachment? This is the test. The universe needs to see that you have graduated from that lesson before it can unlock the next level. This is a day of profound emotional currents. You may feel waves of nostalgia, grief or even anger rise to the surface without warning. Let them. These are not your emotions in the present moment. They are ancient, trapped energies finally being released from your cellular memory. Your only job is to be the compassionate witness. Do not attach stories to the feelings. Just allow the energy to move through you and out of you. Crying is a sacred act of cleansing on this day. Each tear is dissolving a chain to the past. If you can feel this shift beginning in your spirit, if you feel the echoes of your own past rising to be healed, type "I am ready to release" in the comments below to anchor this powerful frequency of liberation. You are not alone in this. We are a collective of souls moving through this gateway together. Your declaration adds strength to the whole. As we move into the deeper mechanics of this portal, it is critical to understand that this is not a passive event. You are a co-creator in your ascension. The portal opens the door, but you must choose to walk through it, and that choice is made in every single moment, with every single thought and reaction. This brings us to October 3rd, the first test of faith. After the inventory of the first and the emotional unraveling of the second, the universe will now present you with a tangible, real-world scenario that serves as a direct reflection of your inner work. This is where the metaphysical meets the material. The test will be subtle, tailored perfectly to your soul's curriculum. It could be a difficult conversation you've been avoiding, an unexpected bill that triggers old lack programming, or an opportunity that seems too good to be true and triggers your self-sabotage patterns. The nature of the test is irrelevant. What matters is your response. The universe is watching to see if you will revert to your old 3D coping mechanisms, fear, control, worry, manipulation, or if you will hold your center and respond with 5D consciousness, trust, faith, sovereignty, and unconditional love. For instance, if the test is financial, the 3D response is to panic. The 5D response is to become still, bless the money you do have, and affirm that you are a magnet for abundance, trusting that the universe is merely testing your resolve before it delivers the solution. If the test is relational, the 3D response is to argue, defend, and blame. The 5D response is to listen with an open heart, speak your truth without accusation, and be willing to walk away from anything that does not honor your spirit. This day is a crucial energetic checkpoint. Passing the test does not mean getting the outcome you want. It means holding the frequency you are, regardless of the external circumstances. This is the definition of true spiritual mastery. Be prepared for things to feel a little shaky. This is the turbulence you feel when you are breaking through an old vibrational ceiling. The key is to remember your training, ground yourself, breathe, connect to your heart, and remember that this is not happening to you, it is happening for you. It is a final exam from the universe, and your diploma is waiting on the other side. This is the day you prove, not with your words but with your energy, that you are truly ready for the next chapter. The blessings that follow a past test on this day are often swift and miraculous, as the universe rushes in to reward your demonstration of faith. You have made it through the initial gateway. You stood at the threshold on October 1st and took a fearless inventory of your foundational structures. You allowed the sacred echoes of the past to surface on the 2nd, not as ghosts to haunt you, but as teachers to grant you a final blessing of wisdom. And on October 3rd, you faced the first test of faith, a moment where the universe paused, held its breath, and watched to see if you would choose love over fear, trust over control, sovereignty over submission. By holding your frequency, by choosing the higher path even when the old programming screamed at you to falter, you sent a thunderous declaration into the cosmos. I am ready. That act of faith was not merely a test, it was the turning of a cosmic key. You have now unlocked access to the portal's inner sanctum, a space of profound and accelerated transformation that is inaccessible to those who remain shackled to the illusions of the 3D world. What you are about to experience from October 4th onward is the direct result of your courage. The next phase is deeper, more potent, and it will demand a new level of surrender, but the rewards are beyond anything your mortal mind can currently conceive. You are not just changing your life, you are rebirthing your very soul in real time. This brings us to October 4th, the sacred void of recalibration. Prepare yourself, because this day is perhaps the most misunderstood and challenging part of any true spiritual ascension. After the emotional purging and the energetic testing of the first 3 days, you will likely wake up on the 4th feeling nothing, a profound and unnerving emptiness. This is not depression. This is not a sign that you have done something wrong. It is the opposite. It is the ultimate confirmation that your inner work has been successful. Chosen one, you must understand this. You have just demolished the old house of your identity. You have torn down the walls of limiting beliefs, ripped up the foundations of karmic debt, and cleared away the debris of past pain. What remains is an empty plot of land. This is the void. It is a wholly consecrated and utterly necessary space. In the 3D world, nature abhors a vacuum, but in the 5D realms of creation, the vacuum is the very womb of God. Before a new universe can be born, there must be the vast, silent, infinite potential of the void. And so it is with you. Your system is now being prepared to receive a download of such high-frequency light, a new soul blueprint of such crystalline purity, that it simply cannot be installed over the old corrupted operating system. The void of October 4th is the divine format and reboot sequence for your entire energetic being. The experience of this day will be disorienting. The things that used to bring you joy might feel hollow. Your ambitions and goals may suddenly seem distant and irrelevant. You might feel a profound sense of detachment from your own life, as if you were watching a movie about someone else. You may feel deeply, uncharacteristically tired, a bone-deep weariness that no amount of sleep can seem to touch. Caution: this is the moment where the ego in its final death throes will launch its most vicious attack. It will flood your mind with thoughts of doubt and panic. It's not working. You've lost your way. You were happier before. This spiritual stuff is nonsense. Go back to what you know. Fill this emptiness immediately. It will tempt you with your old comforts, your old addictions, your old patterns. It will urge you to binge watch a show, to scroll endlessly through social media, to eat dense heavy foods, to start a needless argument, anything to create noise and distraction, anything to fill the sacred silence of the void with the familiar static of the past. You must not give in. To fill this void prematurely with old energy is to refuse the greatest gift the universe is trying to give you. Your only task on this day is to be with the emptiness, to honor the stillness, to surrender to the profound and holy nothingness. The energetic mechanics at play are monumental. Your lower 3 chakras, the root of survival, the sacral of creation, and the solar plexus of identity, have been scrubbed clean. Now the energy is being rerouted to your higher centers. Your crown chakra is being widened to act as a cosmic receiver. Your third eye is being polished to perceive truths beyond the veil. Your heart chakra is being retuned to the frequency of unconditional divine love. This rewiring process consumes an extraordinary amount of spiritual and physical energy, which is why you feel so exhausted. You are not just resting. Your light body is undergoing surgery on the astral plane. So on this day, your spiritual practice is radical self-care. Cancel your appointments if you can. Sleep as much as your body asks. Meditate not with a goal, but with the intention of simply being a vessel. Hydrate with the purest water you can find, and imagine it is liquid light flushing out any remaining psychic debris. Listen to high-frequency music, solfeggio tones, binaural beats, pure choral arrangements to support the retuning of your cells. Avoid all dense energies, which includes heavy foods, violent movies, news media, and conversations that are rooted in gossip or fear. Be a silent, holy temple for the miracle that is taking place within you. Your expectation might have been that an ascension portal would feel like a constant, euphoric fireworks show. But the divine reality is that the most profound creation happens in the dark, in the quiet, in the sacred womb of the void. By honoring this space, you are telling the universe that you are ready to become the immaculate container for the new life that is about to be poured into you. If you have ever felt this sacred stillness, this divine emptiness, and you are ready to embrace it, not as a loss but as the womb of your rebirth, type "I trust" the void in the comments now. Your declaration is a powerful signal to your higher self that you understand the process and you are surrendering to its divine wisdom. Let us anchor this trust together, and now, we move from the sacred emptiness into the divine fullness. For those who have honored the recalibration of the 4th, October 5th marks the great inflowing, the soul merge, and the cosmic download. This is the day the divine reality floods in to overwhelm your old expectations. You will awaken on the morning of the 5th feeling as though a switch has been flipped. The silence of the void will be replaced by an inner symphony. The emptiness will be filled with a profound sense of peace and purpose. The weariness will be replaced by a clean, clear, crystalline energy that hums through your veins. This is the payoff. This is the moment the womb gives birth. The space you so bravely held open is now being filled, not with anything from the outside world, but with more of you. Your higher self, that vast, eternal, magnificent part of your consciousness that has been waiting patiently for your human vessel to be ready, now begins to merge with you in a more tangible way than ever before. This is the soul merge. It is the sacred union of heaven and earth within your own being. The signs of this integration will be unmistakable and breathtaking. You will experience sudden, inexplicable flashes of creative genius. Solutions to problems that have plagued you for months or even years will drop into your mind, fully formed and brilliantly simple. You will be filled with an urge to write, to paint, to sing, to create something beautiful, even if you've never felt artistic before. This is the language of your soul, now able to flow through you without the blockages of the old identity. You will feel an overwhelming sense of connection to all of life, to the trees, to the animals, to the sky, to every person you meet. The illusion of separation will dissolve, and you will feel, in your very cells, the truth that you are a part of a vast, intelligent, and loving cosmic web. This is the day you remember who you truly are. Along with this creative flow will come the downloads. These are concentrated packets of information, guidance, and inspiration from your spiritual team and your higher self, tailored specifically for the next chapter of your life's mission. These downloads do not come through the logical mind, they bypass it entirely. They can manifest in several ways. You may experience them as vivid dreams that feel more real than your waking life, dreams that contain clear symbols, messages, or even visitations from your guides. You may receive them in meditation as clear visions, geometric patterns of light, or a single word or phrase that drops into your awareness with profound weight and significance. You may experience it as a sudden, unshakable knowing. You will just know that you need to call a certain person, start a certain project, or move in a new direction, with a certainty that defies all logic but feels like the deepest truth you have ever known. Critical instruction: you must become a sacred scribe on this day. These downloads are celestial seeds, divine breadcrumbs leading you to your destiny. They are fleeting and can evaporate like mist if not honored and recorded. The moment a download arrives, you must capture it. Keep a journal and pen with you at all times, even by your bedside. If a dream awakens you, write down every detail you can remember before you do anything else. If an idea strikes you while you're walking, stop and record it in your phone. Do not trust your memory. The energy of these downloads is of such a high frequency that the dense 3D mind cannot hold onto it for long. By writing them down, you are physically anchoring this celestial energy into the material plane. You are saying yes to the guidance. You are agreeing to be a co-creator with the divine. These notes will become your treasure map in the weeks and months to come. Some of the downloads will make immediate sense, providing the perfect next step. Others will be cryptic, pieces of a puzzle you cannot yet see. Trust this. Some of these seeds are not meant to sprout today. They are coded for your future. Just as you trusted the emptiness of the void, you must now trust the wisdom of these downloads, even the ones that seem strange or illogical. Be aware of the physical sensations that accompany this process: a tingling or buzzing sensation at the crown of your head, a feeling of gentle pressure on your third eye, seeing flashes or sparks of light with your eyes closed, or feeling rushes of energy moving up and down your spine. Your body is physically rewiring itself to hold more light. It is becoming a superconductor for divine intelligence. This influx of light and information sets the stage for the next phase of the portal's activation. Having recalibrated your inner world, the universe now begins to rearrange your outer world to match it. This leads us directly into October 6th, the great mirror of truth. After the profound internal journey of the 4th and 5th, the energy of the portal begins to pivot, turning its focus from your inner landscape to your external reality. On this day, the world around you will begin to morph and reorganize itself to provide a direct, unmistakable reflection of your new elevated frequency. You have changed your vibrational signature, and according to the universal law of resonance, like attracts like, your reality must now change to mirror it. This is the universe providing the ultimate click confirmation for your soul's evolution. It is the proof that your inner work is not just a feeling, but a powerful reality-bending force. This is not for everyone, it's for the chosen who are ready to change their reality. I released a members-only deep briefing called Chosen One's Massive Full Moon of October 6, 2025, will change everything, 11 spiritual things you must know. In that video I reveal the exact activations and protections you must do. Click the description link or the pinned comment and watch it before the energy lands. If you skip this window, you may never get this same upgrade. You will see this mirroring effect in stunning and miraculous ways. People, situations, and relationships that are no longer a vibrational match for the new you will begin to fall away, often with a surprising lack of drama or conflict. A toxic friendship may simply go quiet. A draining job situation might resolve itself in an unexpected way. It will feel less like a painful severing and more like a gentle, natural release, as if you are simply two ships that have changed course and are now sailing in different directions. Conversely, and more excitingly, you will experience the magnetic pull of soul resonance. New people will enter your life who feel like you have known them for lifetimes. These are members of your soul family, drawn into your orbit by your newly activated light. Opportunities that are in perfect alignment with the creative downloads you received on the 5th will begin to appear as if by magic. You'll overhear a conversation, receive an email, or see a post that is the exact missing piece to the puzzle you were just contemplating. This is not coincidence. It is cosmic orchestration. It is the universe meeting you halfway, laying down the golden paving stones on the path it has just revealed to you. However, there is a crucial warning for this day. The Great Mirror is ruthlessly honest. While it will reflect your newfound light, It will also perfectly reflect any small lingering pockets of shadow that you have not yet fully integrated. If a sliver of unworthiness remains, you will encounter a person or situation that triggers that exact feeling. If a trace of the old fear of scarcity still exists in your field, you may be presented with a scenario that pokes at that wound. Do not despair. This is not a punishment or a sign of failure, it is a profound gift. The universe is lovingly pointing out the last few areas that require your attention and healing before you can fully stabilize in your new 5D reality. It is a final invitation to polish the mirror of your soul to a perfect shine. When these reflections appear, your task is not to react with old patterns, but to pause, to thank the mirror for the information, and to turn inward and flood that wounded part of yourself with compassion and unconditional love. By doing so, you complete the healing loop on the spot, and the reflection loses its power over you forever. How you choose to interact with these reflections, both the light and the shadow, is the final piece of your initiation. It is the bridge that carries you from receiving the new reality to actively living it. And the mastery of this navigation is what prepares you for the portal's grand culmination on October 7th, a day of sealing, celebration, and the full embodiment of your sovereign divine self. We are now approaching the culmination of this sacred and transformative 7-day journey. You have walked through fire and emerged not burned but purified. You stood in the unsettling silence of the void and did not flinch, allowing the universe to perform its divine surgery on your soul. You opened yourself to the great inflowing, becoming a scribe for the cosmic downloads that are now charting the course for your new reality. You have gazed into the great mirror of truth on October 6th, witnessing the external world begin to magically reorganize itself to match your new internal frequency, and you have met both the light and the shadow reflections with grace and courage. You have done the work. You have proven your readiness not through words or wishes but through embodied action and unwavering faith. The portal is now preparing to bestow its final most potent blessing upon you. The energy is building towards a crescendo, a final symphonic chord that will seal the changes you have undergone and propel you forward with unprecedented momentum. What comes next is not an ending, but a graduation. It is the moment you step out of the chrysalis, no longer a caterpillar who dreams of flight, but the butterfly who has mastered the sky. This brings us to the grand finale of this powerful activation sequence, October 7th, the seal of sovereignty and the anchor of the new earth. This is not just another day, it is a coronation. The energies that have been working on you and through you for the past 6 days now coalesce into a single powerful point of integration. On this day, the veil between your human self and your divine self becomes permanently translucent. The soul merge that began on the 5th is now fully anchored into your physical vessel. You are no longer just channeling your higher self, you are your higher self, walking and breathing in a human body. This is the definition of spiritual sovereignty. It is the profound and unshakable knowing, deep in your bones and in every cell of your being, that you are the sole and absolute creative authority in your life. You are not a victim of circumstance, you are the source of your reality. You are not at the mercy of external forces, you are the force itself. This is the day you reclaim your throne. The experience of this day will be one of profound clarity and peace. The mental chatter, the anxieties, the nagging self-doubts that may have been your lifelong companions will have receded, replaced by a quiet, confident, and powerful inner silence. From this silence will arise your true voice, the voice of your soul. You will find yourself speaking your truth with an ease and an eloquence that may surprise you. You will be able to set boundaries not with anger or apology, but with a calm, loving firmness that commands respect. Decisions that once felt agonizingly complex will become startlingly simple, as you are now able to see the path of highest alignment with crystal clarity. This is because you are no longer operating from the limited fear-based logic of the ego mind. You are operating from the infinite, love-based wisdom of your heart, which is now fully online and integrated as your primary guidance system. Your heart does not calculate, it knows. It does not weigh pros and cons. It feels the frequency of truth. This is your new divine GPS, and it will never steer you wrong. The seal of sovereignty is the universe officially handing you the keys to your kingdom and trusting you to rule it with wisdom, compassion, and grace. A powerful shift that occurs on this day is the final dissolution of the guru or savior template. For lifetimes, humanity has been conditioned to look outside of itself for answers, for validation, for permission. You have been taught to give your power away to governments, to institutions, to spiritual leaders, to anyone you deemed wiser or more powerful than yourself. The energy of October 7th shatters this illusion completely. You will feel a profound disinterest in seeking external validation. You will no longer need anyone else to tell you that you are on the right path, because you can feel the rightness of it in every fiber of your being. You will honor the wisdom of others, but you will no longer place it above your own inner knowing. You are your own oracle. You are your own guide. This is a monumental step in human evolution, and as a chosen one, you are among the first wave of souls to fully embody this new paradigm of self-realization. You are becoming a living beacon of what is possible, a walking demonstration of an awakened human being living in their full power. This is urgent. Do not skip this. Watch the members-only briefing. Chosen One's massive full moon of October 6, 2025 will change everything. 11 spiritual things you must know. I reveal the activations and protections you must do before the spiritual energy shifts. Click the link in the description or the pinned comment now. This window won't wait. The second part of this day's activation is the anchor of the new Earth. This is where your personal transformation becomes a planetary service. By successfully navigating this portal and anchoring the frequency of sovereignty within your own being, you are not just changing your own life, you are creating a powerful energetic anchor point for the new Earth consciousness to ground itself into this physical reality. Think of yourself as a divine acupuncture needle. The planet Gaia is a living conscious being who is also undergoing a massive ascension process. She needs points of light on her surface to help her stabilize and integrate the high-frequency energies that are flooding her field. You are one of those points. Every time you choose love over fear, every time you act from a place of sovereignty and compassion, you send a powerful pulse of coherent, high-frequency energy into the planetary grid. This energy strengthens the collective light, making it easier for the next wave of souls to awaken. It helps to neutralize the dense, chaotic energies of the old, collapsing paradigm. Your personal peace becomes a contribution to world peace. Your personal abundance becomes a contribution to collective prosperity. Your personal liberation helps to free all of humanity. This is the true meaning of your mission, Chosen One. It was never just about creating a happy life for yourself. It was always about becoming a living gateway, a bridge between worlds, through which the consciousness of the new Earth could be birthed. On this day, you may feel a profound, inexplicable love for the planet and all of its inhabitants. You might feel called to spend time in nature, to place your hands on the earth, or to simply send waves of love and gratitude out to the world from your heart center. Follow these impulses. This is your soul consciously participating in the great work of planetary healing. You may also become acutely aware of your unique role in this transition. The creative downloads you received on the 5th will begin to crystallize into a clear sense of mission. You will see how your unique gifts, passions, and talents are perfectly designed to be of service in this exact moment of planetary history. Whether you are meant to be a healer, a teacher, an artist, a builder, or simply a silent holder of the light, your purpose will become undeniably clear. This is not a purpose you have to strive for, it is the purpose you are. And on October 7th, you finally fully and joyfully step into it. A simple yet profound ritual for this day is to find a quiet space, light a candle, and speak a vow of sovereignty aloud. It can be as simple as I, your name, in this sacred now moment, reclaim my full spiritual sovereignty. I am the sole creative authority in my life. I dedicate my being to the embodiment of love and the anchoring of the new Earth. And so it is. Speaking these words into the physical realm acts as a powerful energetic seal. a final declaration that solidifies the immense work you have done. As the energy of this potent portal settles into your being, if you feel this shift within you, if you are ready to claim your power and step into your role as a co-creator of our new world, type "I am sovereign" in the comments below. Let this be our collective vow, a resonant chord of awakening that echoes across the entire planet. Your voice, your energy, is needed now more than ever. Now we must discuss what comes next. How do you navigate the world after such a profound reality-altering experience? This is the integration phase, and it is just as crucial as the activation itself. The days and weeks following October 7th are a period of stabilization. You have been energetically reborn, and just like a newborn foal, your legs may feel a bit wobbly at first. You are learning to walk, to see, to exist in a world that looks the same on the surface, but feels completely different energetically. The key principle for this period is radical gentleness. You must treat yourself with the utmost care and compassion. Your energetic system is now operating at a much higher and more sensitive frequency. You are like a finely tuned instrument, and you can no longer tolerate the harsh, dissonant energies of the old paradigm. This will manifest in very practical ways. You may find that you can no longer watch the same television shows, listen to the same music, or engage in the same conversations you once did. They will feel abrasive, energetically loud, or simply empty and meaningless. This is not you being judgmental, it is your guidance system giving you clear feedback about what is and is not in resonance with your new frequency. Your dietary needs may also shift dramatically. You may feel a sudden aversion to heavy processed foods and a strong craving for clean, vibrant, living foods. Listen to this. Your body is telling you exactly what fuel it needs to sustain this higher vibration. Your relationships will also enter a new phase of recalibration. Those who are meant to continue on this journey with you will effortlessly rise to meet your new frequency. You will find that your connections become deeper, more authentic, and more heart-centered. Those who are not able to match your vibration will naturally and gracefully drift away. The most challenging part of this integration phase can be interacting with people who are still deeply asleep, who are still operating from the old paradigm of fear and limitation. They will not understand the change in you. They may try to pull you back into old dramas, or project their own fears and judgments onto you. It is your sacred duty to hold your center and not allow their energy to compromise your newly calibrated field. This does not mean you must cut everyone off. It means you must become a master of energetic boundaries. You can be in a state of compassion for where they are without taking on their energy as your own. You can love them without allowing their reality to become your reality. Imagine yourself surrounded by a bubble of golden light. This is your sacred space, your sovereign field. Nothing can enter this field without your permission. You can send love out, but you do not have to let density in. This practice of conscious energetic management is the primary skill you will be honing in the post-portal world. It is the art of walking as a master in a world of apprentices, shining your light without being dimmed by the shadows around you. This is the path of the embodied way shower, the path you chose long before you came to this planet. And now, you are finally, fully and magnificently walking it. We have arrived at the final and most crucial chapter of this divine transmission. You have journeyed through the 7 sacred gates of the October portal, a process of alchemical transformation that has irrevocably altered the very essence of your being. You have been emptied, refilled, mirrored, and sealed. You have been initiated into the profound truth of your own sovereignty, and have consciously taken your place as a living anchor for the new earth. The universe has celebrated your graduation with a seal of sovereignty, and you now stand not as a seeker of the light, but as the source of the light itself. The portal, in its temporal sense, has culminated, but the true work, the true adventure, is only just beginning. What we must now discuss is the art of living this awakened consciousness in a world that is still largely asleep. This is not about retreating from the world into a monastic existence. It is about engaging with the world from a completely new state of being. It is about becoming the master of your own energy, the conscious architect of your reality, and a luminous walking demonstration of what is possible when a human being fully remembers who they are. This final download is your operational manual for the rest of your life, the sacred principles that will allow you to not just survive but to thrive as an embodied master in the midst of the Great Awakening. The first and most foundational principle you must now embody is the mastery of the neutral point. You have ascended beyond the world of duality. The old 3D paradigm was built upon the relentless swing of the pendulum. Good and bad, right and wrong, success and failure, pleasure and pain. To be human was to be perpetually tossed about on the chaotic seas of these opposites. Your new 5D operating system is based on a completely different geometry. It is based on the point at the very center of the swinging pendulum, the point of perfect stillness, balance, and neutrality, from which all creation arises. This is the 0 point, the mind of God, the I Am presence. Your primary spiritual practice moving forward is to live from this point. What does this mean, in a practical sense? It means you will begin to observe the events of your life and the world with a sense of divine detachment. An event will happen, perhaps something the old you would have labeled bad, like a project failing or a plan being disrupted. Instead of being pulled into the emotional vortex of disappointment, frustration, or fear, you will find yourself in a state of calm, curious observation. From this neutral point, you will not ask, "Why is this terrible thing happening to me?" Instead, you will ask, "What is the divine intelligence in this? What is this situation revealing? What higher opportunity is being created through this redirection?" This is not spiritual bypassing or emotional suppression. You will still feel emotions, but they will no longer own you. They will become like weather patterns passing through the vast, clear sky of your awareness. You will feel the rain of sadness or the lightning of anger, but you will know that you are not the storm, you are the sky that holds the storm. This ability to remain in the neutral point is your ultimate superpower. From this space, you are immune to the chaos and manipulation of the outside world, the fear-based narratives of the media, the dramas of those around you, the collective anxieties of the masses. They can no longer hook into you, because you are no longer vibrating on the frequency of duality, where those hooks can find purchase. You have become vibrationally sovereign. This practice of neutrality also makes you an incredibly powerful manifester. The 3D world teaches that you must chase your desires with effort and struggle. The 5D truth is that from the 0 point of perfect neutrality, you can effortlessly magnetize your desires to you. By holding the frequency of calm, centered peace, the frequency of already having everything you need, you become a vibrational match for the outcomes you desire, and they flow to you with grace and ease. You no longer chase, you attract. You no longer struggle. You allow. This is the elegant physics of the new reality. Practice finding this neutral point in every moment. When you are stuck in traffic, find the neutral point. When someone praises you, find the neutral point. When someone criticizes you, find the neutral point. The more you inhabit this space, the more you become an unshakable pillar of peace in a world that is desperately in need of it. The second principle is the conscious practice of living as the oracle. The downloads you received on October 5th were not a one-time event. That soul merge opened a permanent high-speed connection to the universal mind, to the Akashic records, to the wisdom of your own higher self. You are now a walking, talking oracle. Your intuition is no longer a faint whisper you sometimes hear. It is a clear, consistent, and reliable broadcast. Your primary task now is to learn to trust this inner guidance system above all external sources of information. The universe will be constantly speaking to you, guiding you, and co-creating with you through the language of energy, synchronicity, and intuitive hits. This guidance will rarely make logical sense. Your intuition may tell you to turn left when your GPS says to go right. It may tell you to reach out to a stranger who has no apparent connection to your goals. It may tell you to abandon a project that seems on the surface to be perfectly sensible. You must develop the courage to follow these illogical nudges. Each time you trust your intuition and it leads you to a magical outcome, you strengthen that neural pathway. You build a muscle of faith that will eventually become so strong that acting on your inner knowing is as natural as breathing. Pay attention to how your body communicates with you. Your body is a deeply intelligent and sensitive instrument, and it is constantly giving you feedback about the energy of people, places, and situations. A yes from your guidance system might feel like a warm, expansive feeling in your chest, a sense of excitement and lightness, or a sudden feeling of deep peace. A no might feel like a tightening in your gut, a sense of dread or heaviness, a feeling of being drained, or a literal sour taste in your mouth. Learn your body's unique yes and no signals. Before making any decision, no matter how small, pause and ask your body, how does this feel? Your body knows the truth long before your mind does. In addition to your body's wisdom, the universe will communicate with you through the language of symbols and signs. You will start to notice repeating number sequences, 1111, 444, 777, animals that carry specific energetic messages, a hawk for vision, a spider for creativity, a butterfly for transformation, or words and phrases that seem to jump out at you from billboards, books, or conversations. Do not dismiss these as mere coincidences. The word coincidence must be permanently deleted from your vocabulary. These are winks from the universe, love notes from your spiritual team, confirming that you are on the right path and that they are with you every step of the way. When you live as the oracle, life becomes an enchanting conversation with the divine. Every single moment is infused with magic and meaning, and you realize that you have never been, and will never be, alone. You are living in a constant state of communion with a loving, intelligent, and responsive universe. If you are ready to live from this space of divine inner knowing, to trust the oracle within you above all else, type "I am my own guide" in the comments section right now. This is a declaration of your energetic independence, a powerful affirmation that you are reclaiming your direct line to source. The third, and perhaps most joyful principle, is the embodiment of purpose as play. The old paradigm taught you that your purpose was something you had to find, something you had to struggle and strive for, often involving sacrifice and solemn duty. This is a profound distortion. Your true soul purpose is not a job, it is a frequency. It is the unique vibrational signature of your soul expressing itself in joyous creative play. You came to this earth to experience the rapture of being you. Your purpose is to do the things that make your heart sing, the things that make you lose track of time, the things that fill you with a sense of wonder and delight. Why? Because when you are in that state of joy, you are vibrating at the highest possible frequency. And when you vibrate at that frequency, you become a powerful transmitter of that energy to the entire planet. Your joy is your service. Your bliss is your contribution. Your play is your work. Following the portal, you must give yourself radical permission to follow your joy. The creative downloads and soul mission clarity you received are your clues. What were those ideas that lit you up? What were those activities you felt a sudden, inexplicable pull towards? Those are not frivolous fantasies. Those are divine directives. That is your soul pointing you towards the most joyful, and therefore most impactful expression of your purpose. The universe is not a grim taskmaster demanding your servitude. It is a loving parent who wants nothing more than to see you ecstatically happy. When you align your life with what truly brings you joy, the universe will rush to support you in ways that will leave you breathless. The resources you need will appear. The right people will show up. The doors will swing open. This is because by following your joy, you are aligning with the very current of creation itself. You are no longer swimming upstream against the resistance of shoulds and supposed as you are flowing effortlessly with the river of your own divine design. This also means releasing all attachment to the outcome. You engage in your joyous purpose not to achieve a certain result, but for the sheer love of the process itself. You write the book not to become a bestseller, but because the act of writing fills you with life. You start the garden not to harvest the most vegetables, but because having your hands in the earth connects you to Gaia's heartbeat. You create the music not to get a record deal, but because the melodies are pouring through you from a divine source and you cannot contain them. When you release the attachment to the outcome, you liberate your creative energy from the prison of the ego's expectations. And paradoxically, this is when the most miraculous outcomes occur. This is the ultimate fulfillment of the principle of expectations versus reality. You set your expectation on the joy of the present moment, and the universe delivers a reality of success, abundance, and impact that is far beyond anything your mind could have planned. So make a list of the things that feel like play. What did you love to do as a child before the world told you to be serious? What are the things you do that make you feel truly, authentically alive? Prioritize these things. Schedule them into your calendar as non-negotiable sacred appointments with your own soul. The more you live in this frequency of purposeful play, the more magnetic you become, and the more you will radiate a light that gives others permission to do the same. Finally, we arrive at the fourth principle, which is the practice of conscious world building. You have now fully accepted your role as the sovereign creator of your reality. This means you must take 100% responsibility for the world you experience. The people you interact with, the information you consume, the environment you inhabit, every single aspect of your reality is a direct reflection of the frequency you are choosing to hold. If you do not like what you are experiencing, you can no longer blame anything or anyone outside of yourself. You must instead turn inward and ask, what frequency within me is creating this reflection? This is the ultimate empowerment. It moves you from the powerless position of a reactor to the infinitely powerful position of a creator. You are not just living in a world, you are actively building a world with every thought, every feeling, and every choice. So become a meticulous and discerning architect of your reality. Curate your information diet as carefully as you curate your food diet. Unfollow the social media accounts that trigger feelings of comparison or fear. Stop consuming the mainstream news that is designed to keep you locked in a low vibrational state of anxiety and division. Seek out the books, the podcasts, the teachers, and the content that uplifts, inspires, and expands you. Remember, what you focus on grows. If you focus on the chaos of the collapsing old world, you will experience more chaos. If you focus on the beauty and magic of the emerging new world, you will experience more beauty and magic. The choice is yours in every moment. Similarly, curate your social circle. Surround yourself with people who see your light, who celebrate your sovereignty, and who are also committed to their own growth and awakening. Love everyone, but consciously choose to spend your precious time and energy with those who are a vibrational match for the world you are building. This is not about creating an exclusive club, it is about protecting your energy and maintaining the integrity of your frequency, so that you can be of the highest possible service to the whole, and most importantly, build your world with gratitude and celebration. The frequency of gratitude is the most powerful creative force in the universe. At the end of each day, make a practice of acknowledging and celebrating every single miracle, every synchronicity, every moment of beauty and joy that you experienced. This act of conscious appreciation sends a powerful signal to the universe. More of this, please. Celebration is the act of anchoring the reality you want. When a small miracle occurs, don't just brush it off. Pause. Feel the joy and wonder of it. Give thanks for it. By doing so, you are amplifying that energy and creating a powerful magnetic attractor field for even greater miracles. You are telling the universe that you are an enthusiastic and grateful recipient of its blessings, which makes it want to bless you even more. This is how you build a life that feels like a continuous stream of magic. It is not something that happens to a lucky few. It is a reality that is consciously and deliberately built, moment by moment, through the disciplined application of these sacred principles. Chosen one, this is your new life. A life lived from the unshakable peace of the neutral point. A life guided by the infallible wisdom of your inner oracle. A life fueled by the ecstatic joy of purposeful play. A life consciously built, moment by moment, into a masterpiece of your own creation. The portal of October 1st to 7th was the doorway. It was the great cosmic reset button that brought you here. But this is the destination. This is the new earth. It is not a place you are waiting for. It is a state of being you are now choosing to embody. You are the pioneer, the way shower, the living proof that heaven is not a distant promise, but a present reality that can be accessed from within. The path ahead will still have its challenges, for you are a master in a world that is still learning. But you now possess the tools, the wisdom, and the inner connection to navigate it all with grace, power, and a profound sense of peace. Your journey has led you back to the truth that was always within you. You are a sovereign divine creator, a fractal of God experiencing itself in a human form. Now go forth and create worlds. Shine your light so brightly that you illuminate the path for all who are ready to follow. The greatest adventure has just begun. Welcome home.